David Shoar, Sheriff of St. Johns County. This afternoon at approximately 1:45, the city of St. Augustine received a call of a shooting that occurred on Rollins Avenue. Simultaneous to that, the Sheriff's Office received a call of a shooting behind us here at 4th and Duval. We each responded to our respective scenes. At the scene in the city, there was a deceased female. At the scene here in the county at 4th and Duval, there was a dead male. At the time, we realized they were probably related to each other. We are still pursuing that. At the scene in the city, there was a child that was dropped during the incident that is being checked out at the hospital as we speak. There was a bystander here in the county that was shot in the hand, and she is being treated as we speak. We don't really have a narrative or a timeline to speak of yet, or any suspect names. We are looking for two black males, 20s or 30s, driving a maroon Ford, possibly, and that may be a stolen car. We're not sure at this point. We are working collaboratively with the city of St. Augustine. The Sheriff's Office is taking the lead on it, but they're going to be assisting us as we go through so we can have continuity of reports and continuity of efforts. So at this time, what we have is we have two deceased. Family members have been notified. We've got a child that mildly injured. We have a witness or a subject that was in the area that suffered a gunshot wound to the hand. We do not know what the motives are, and we don't want to speculate. And again, we're timeline. We're not sure. We suspect the one in the city, the shooting in the city, occurred first. But again, that's not in concrete yet. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us tonight and in the coming days to sort this out. We did put our schools on lockdown. They have been released from lockdown. So right now we're trying to get descriptions out as we develop them more. We've got the maroon Ford, and I think we've already provided the tag of that vehicle to you. So that's kind of the summary of what we've got so far.
Sheriff, any connection or relation between the three people that were shot?
We think, as far as family relations, no, but we do believe there's a relationship between what occurred in one location and what occurred in the other location.
How far away miles?
Oh, you're talking just a mile and a half from each other. What those are, what that relationship is, we don't know. We don't know if it was domestic related, drug related. We just don't know what the motives are right now.
How do you know right now that these may be related?
Well, we've gotten some information that some subjects seen at that were seen at the one crime scene were seen at the second crime scene. There's some car descriptions that were the same. So, we think there's a 85-90% chance they're related. Plus the fact that, we don't have that many shootings here, and they occurred at the same time about a mile away from each other. But we should have that figured out here very shortly.
This happened in broad daylight. Is that concerning for you?
Well, it is. I mean, broad daylight. I mean, there were several shots fired at 4th and Duval. Anytime there's gunshots or gunplay, especially with the children in these neighborhoods, it's very concerning to us. The good news is we were able to respond very quickly, the city and ourselves, so we had the areas covered up pretty quickly. So it's always concerning. Daytime, it's always more concerning.
Were these shootings in?
I'm sorry?
The child, how young?
I'm told it was like an infant to like 1 year old. Apparently, we think the woman that was killed was holding the child, and the child was dropped. So we're checking that child. I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl right now, but we are checking. There are no children missing. I think originally there was a report out that there was a child missing, and there is not.
Were these shootings inside a house, outside a house?
Both of them took place outside.
So the innocent bystander that was shot over here, were they associated with these people? Or?
Not even sure. I want to characterize them as an innocent bystander. They were a person in the area, and we'll find out more as time goes. Literally, this just happened not that long ago, so you can imagine the information's developing rapidly, and it changes rapidly. Our number one concern right now is catching the one or two people that were involved that have not been captured yet.
Is this an area known for drug problems?
I wouldn't necessarily characterize it as that. This is a great neighborhood. If you look around, a lot of families and children. Sure, they've had their share of drug issues, but it's a livable neighborhood. If you walk around, you'll see that.
You know where the suspects may be headed?
No idea on that. We've had a couple of different reports heading north, heading west. So again, like I said, you're actually reporting on a real-time investigation. So we're learning things by the minute, and I've instructed our media folks, our public information folks, as we get it, to get it out to you. We need your help in communicating suspect description to your viewers that can help point us in the right direction.
We saw
Are
some
you guys
deputies.
waiting on search warrants or anything like that? To get in either of these
Not
houses?
at this time, but well, I'm sure they are. Yes, yes.
We saw deputies sitting on 16 and 95 on the way in. Is that looking for a car?
Yeah, those were looking. You know, we spread out and look for vehicle description. We see vehicles matching that description, we do a stop, and you'll see that throughout the night in surrounding areas. We've got our air unit up, as you can hear overhead. So, you know, we've got all of our assets deployed to bring this to closure, a safe and peaceful closure. So we've got all of our assets active right now, and like I said, I feel confident we'll get the suspect into custody. Unfortunately, 2 lives were lost today, and there's never a good reason for that to happen.
Do you know how far apart the first shooting happened from this shooting?
Not specifically, but very, very, in time, very, very close. We were dispatched almost simultaneously, so it happened relatively close together.
Do you have a good description of the suspect right now?
Somewhat, and that's actually changed quite a bit, so I'm not even prepared to give you a good description yet. I think the next time we come back to you, we'll have a lot more information. But again, right now, this is very preliminary information. If anybody sees anything or anybody that's acting suspicious, call us. Maintain your situational awareness if you're in this area, because again, it has not been that long ago that this incident occurred, and somebody is probably on the run right now that has killed somebody, and they could be very desperate.
Any reason to believe that vehicle that they might be in, that you guys provided that description, is a stolen vehicle?
We've heard reports of that, and we suspect that it is. But then again, we've also had another vehicle description. So, you know, when all this sorts out, it'll make a lot more sense. But we'll come back to you hopefully in the next, well, as we get information, we'll come back to you. Okay?
1 or 2 suspects?
Right now, we're looking for 2 individuals that are in that car. And so I would call it 2 suspects at this time. All right, I appreciate y'all coming out. I mean it. We got to use you guys to get the word out for us on this vehicle description. And they got the tag? Okay. All right. I appreciate it, y'all. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.